I went on a trip to Walmart, one of those random trips where you go for the most random things. Cat food, sodas, mouthwash, razors, diapers, bath sponges. How random is that? So when I got to the mouthwash, I started throwing stuff in the cart, completely disregarding our budget. So I wanted to do a haul video to show you what I got. Most of these products can be used with bridges like I have or dentures. There's maybe I think one that is just for bridges, but I'm not saying that you have to run out and buy all of this stuff because it's not like it's necessary. These are just those useful items that could come in handy, and I wanted to share it with you guys. The first thing is mouthwash. This is by far my favorite mouthwash, and I haven't tried every single mouthwash out there, but of the really commercial brands, this is my favorite flavor of mouthwash. I love it. When it came out, I'm not gonna lie, I bought it because it was purple, but I have a very sensitive mouth when it comes to like things that are spicy or just too intense, and we all know that Listerine can be extremely intense. This is not like that at all. This is very, very manageable, and it's got a very soft minty taste to it. It's really good. I went ahead and I got this as well, which is just the travel size version of what I just showed you. The reason why I want to get a travel size mouthwash is this. Number one, with dentures, when you eat certain foods, like foods with a lot of like particles, like peanuts or something like that, it gets everywhere. Like it'll lodge all up in the little crevices and everything like that, and really the only way to get it all out is to rinse. Now if you're out in public and you're at the table, you know, you could take whatever beverage you're sipping on and kind of discreetly swish it in your mouth before you swallow it, and that could help. But for me, I like to go to the bathroom after I'm finished and rinse my mouth out or whatever, and usually I don't have this because I don't think about it. Like I always forget about it. I use water when I'm out in public, but this is something that could really come in handy for bridges as well, because with the bridges I get food particles up under there also. So it's not just with dentures. This would be beneficial for both situations. So I would recommend, if you have a little bottle like this, you can put your own mouthwash in it or whatever, or you can just use water. The next thing I got is this toothpaste. I love it because it's the smart foam. It foams up in your mouth, and I don't know if that works any better. It just, I like it. You know, it's a really fresh feeling. It's kind of like, imagine if you used soap that didn't suds. This to me is like the soap of toothpaste because it suds up very well. The next thing I got is just for bridges because somebody had recommended that I buy floss that's especially for bridges and braces and any other wide spaces that you might have around your teeth and gums. So I got this Oral-B Super Floss. This stuff is really weird. If you do go and get this, do not try to do what I did. I never read directions. It opens like that, like a case, and there's all these little strands in there, and if you pull one out, they're extremely weird. It's very awkward. This whole situation is awkward. I'd have to really get used to it, but it has a end that you can thread up under your, this is spongy. This is like a really thick spongy type of floss there, and then there's regular floss. It tapers into just, you know, regular floss to clean around the implants and floss through to get any kind of particles that either your water pick or mouthwash didn't pick up. And that does happen. That's something that, I mean, I did manage to get it in there, but I'm gonna have to practice at that because I'm not good at it yet. I got these, which are, this was on sale. I got it because the toothpaste was pink. Why do I think these are necessary? Well, they're not really necessary, but they're very useful because with dentures and with these, food not only gets stuck in between the cracks, but it somehow plasters itself to the acrylic. And I'm sure you've all experienced that before, that gritty feeling that you get on your dentures. And if you smile in the mirror and you look, you can see it all in the pink area. It just looks really rough and nasty looking. So when you're away from home, this is perfect because you can be extremely discreet about this really quick in the car or, you know, whenever you have a moment, so that you can get all that gunk off of your dentures or your bridges. I think that it's very handy. These are wisps, Colgate Wisp. And this is a 4-pack. They sell them in different size packs or whatever. And they're preloaded with toothpaste, so that's nice. And then they have a little pick at the end. Next thing I got are these Dentech Easy brushes. And these are really, really neat. My sister had them when we went to Vegas because she's got braces and she gets like all kinds of stuff lodged up in her braces. So we kind of have the same situation. But they're in these little disposable things and they've got the cap for sanitary purposes. And you pull that off and it's just a little wire with little bristles there. This is good for dentures and bridges because when you eat, you guys know that you get food up here along this ridge, and it looks kind of unattractive to just, you know, stick your finger in there and just start prying stuff out. So this is the more, I guess, proper way to get food that's lodged up there out. You could kind of use these to get that out, but I think that these are better because they bend around and you can get it easier. You can kind of stick it down in there because it's so thin and these bristles are collapsible, so it's an easy way to get all that stuff that's lodged up top there, just running around there, bottom, and even, you know, if you have to pick in between your teeth, that's something that's really cool to use for dentures and for bridges. So unnecessary. And the only reason I really got these is because, you know, yeah, I have my travel size mouthwash, but you have to spit that out. So what if you're in a situation where you are not near a restroom, you're in public, at a concert, the park, somewhere where it's inappropriate to use mouthwash and spit, but you know, you feel like your breath is kicking. These are nice to use so that you're not like all up in somebody's area with bad breath. And those are the Listerine breath strips. And they're purple. So, you know, I don't know how that happened. It must be a coincidence. I got a tongue scrubber. It looked really cool looking and modern, so I got it. And it doesn't feel like you would expect. I would think it would be sharper than that. I honestly don't know what this is going to do for me. I'm going to try it out and have the best breath on this side of the hemisphere. Every 2 to 3 months I buy a new toothbrush. I mean, they're cheap. They're cheap. $2, like, seriously. So I just got this one because it's purple. There's nothing spectacular about this. It's just a multi-action cleaning, and it's purple and light blue. So that's all the stuff that I got. I hope this was useful, and if you want to buy any of this stuff, I'm sure that they sell it online way cheaper than what I paid for it at Walmart in the middle of the night. So you guys take care.